Hello book besties, and welcome back to Chanel's Chapters. So in today's video I will be giving you 5 new book recs in my June wrap up. One of them happens to be a 6-star read. Yes, you heard it, 6 stars. So let's get into it. The first book that I'm going to start with is Forgotten Desires by Corinne Michaels. This is a part of a series of interconnected standalones. I did read it as an arc, but I did not read the other books. In this book you follow Crew and Brinley. They met 10 years ago and fell in love, but one day he suddenly disappeared. She has no idea why, what exactly happened. Now he is a billionaire proposing a marriage of convenience so he can get custody of his daughter. I loved the banter and the chemistry was very sweet. My favorite characters were not any of the main characters. It was Brinley's niece, Olivia. So Olivia is deaf, and throughout the book you get to see her sign. And honestly, my favorite part was as soon as Carson or Crew found out, he was absolutely connected and immediately wanted to learn and make sure that he was doing everything perfect. I think that was so beautiful. Even though I gave it only 3 stars, now hear me out. I think honestly a big part is I was not as connected with the characters, or if it was just the story progression in general. I did like it, I just wasn't obsessed with it, as I am with some other books that I will be telling you guys about. Now I'm going to tell you about a book that I was excited to read but ended up happening to be a huge disappointment or letdown, and that is Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas. In this book you follow Jordan and Pike. Jordan ends up moving in with her boyfriend and his dad, Pike. That only happens because it was Pike's idea, that way they can save money. What they both don't expect is for them to have this pull between them, and Jordan is pleasantly surprised when Pike does these small things for her and is treating her a lot better than her current boyfriend. There is no cheating in this book, but obviously it is a very iffy, sticky situation to be in. I can't tell you exactly what was a letdown for me. This wasn't spicing as Penelope Douglas spice usually does. I still enjoyed it. I just wasn't as obsessed with the characters. Let me know how you guys thought, if you read this book, what your guys' thoughts were. I need to know, because I gave this 3.5 stars. And I was expecting 5. The next book I'm going to talk about is a book that I have talked about in many of my recent videos, and it is More Than Promises by Lauren Beeson. In this book you follow Molly and Rowan. Rowan is a grumpy billionaire who goes to this small town because his grandfather recently passed away and he needs to take care of some family business, including an estate. He also happens to find out that he has an inheritance. To receive his money, he has to marry. So that's on his to-do list. Rowan is a billionaire with a B. Molly is trying to focus on herself and her family flower shop that she took over when her mom passed away. They have this really cute meet-cute in a library. He ends up proposing a marriage of convenience to help both of them out. I ate it up, and I think you guys should read it as well. I think I gave this book 4.5 stars. This next book that I read is a new to me author, and I am pleasantly surprised how much I enjoyed this book, and it is Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. This book is up there at the same level of how I feel about Kennedy Ryan's books. The way Miss Jimenez writes realistic problems with realistic people with realistic problems is just such a nice like palette cleanser after reading so many like happy rainbows, sunshines, unicorn, romance type things. In this book, you follow Justin and Emma, who meet on Reddit and find out that they have this same curse. They then come up with the opportunity of fake dating to end this curse, but they can only go on 4 dates, which is why it's just for the summer. And the dates that he plans are absolutely so cute. I literally highlighted all of like his dates stuff because, you know, it's not your typical date. He puts so much work into the dates that Justin is the pure form of, if he wanted to, he would. If you love that, Justin is your man. Besides all of that, you have, you know, some mental health rep, which is also nice to see, and how there are different attachment styles. You do have a toxic mother in here, and she drove me crazy, and I just felt so bad for Emma. Something also happens in Justin's life where he has to take guardianship. It's all in the back. I'm not spoiling anything. I feel like those are realistic problems that not everybody talks about, and it's a roller coaster. It's a roller coaster for sure. I did give this book 4.75 stars, and I think the main reason was, I hate to say it, but Emma, I get why she acted the way she did, but sometimes it just drove me crazy. And then I felt like towards the end, I was kind of over it. But this book definitely had one of my favorite quotes, and I was literally highlighting it, and my husband was like, "You like that entire paragraph?" And I'm just like highlighting it. I'm like, yes, I love it. This is the paragraph. Bam. And it says, "The love stories sold us the wrong thing. The best kind of love doesn't happen on moonlit walks and romantic vacations. It happens in between the folds of everyday life. It's not grand gestures that show how you feel. It's all the little secret things you do to make her life better that you never tell her about." And then the rest of the paragraph is just him explaining like things to make her life better that he like does. I loved it. Now onto my 6-star read, and it is False Start by Candy Steiner. If you have watched any of my other videos, you have heard me talk about this so many times. In this book, you follow Madeline, who is a realtor, and she ends up going to this bougie house to show to a client. And you know, when she opens up the door to greet him, imagine her surprise when Kyle, who is this childhood relationship of hers, shows up because they haven't seen each other in years. Kyle immediately has so many questions. He is a new rookie football player. He immediately wants to take her out to like dinner or lunch to catch up. After he finds out more about her, he instantly wants to help her out. The perfect idea to do that is to fake date. This is not only going to help her out, this is always also going to help out her son. When you find out what happened between them, and when they talk about everything that happened and they both find out the truth of the situation, be prepared to have tissues. Bring tissues, you're gonna need them. I love this book so much. This was my first Candy Steiner book. I received this as an ARC, but I highly recommend, and I will definitely be reading the series because this is a series of interconnected standalones. I really want to read A Love Letter to Whiskey. Maybe that book will make me cry. I'm still on the hunt. And there you have it, my June wrap up. Besties, thank you so much for watching and listening to me go on and on about all the books that I read. I cannot wait to hear about yours in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more bookish content. I love you guys and happy reading.